Hey guys, welcome to a level 2 calculus video question. This was sent to me through on my Facebook page, so if you have any questions, drop a question there, and when I get some time, I'll try and get around to answering them. Cool, so let's get started with this question. What we've got here is we've got a rectangular box and few things that have already been given to us. What do we got? The length of the closed rectangular box is twice its width, so the diagram's already given to us. And it also says that it has a surface area of 300 centimeters squared. Now we got to figure out what the dimensions of the box so that it gives out the maximum volume. All right. So we know what the volume of a cuboid is. All right. So which is volume is equal to the base times height times width, whichever way you want to call it. Basically, we're looking at three different measurements. All right. Measurement 1, maybe we'll call that B. Measurement 2, which is going to be the X. Let's actually make that the height, just to make things a bit more easier. And then the X, we're going to put that as a width. So when we actually write the equation for a volume, we're going to get 2x multiplied by h multiplied by x. All right, so volume is equal to 2x squared h. But the problem is we can't actually differentiate this. We can't differentiate it because there's actually two different letters in here. So hopefully you guys can see this, because it's actually two different letters. Now when you want to differentiate, you want to make sure that all these letters are the same. So we've got to figure out a way of getting rid of this h and replacing it with x. And I guess the clue is given in this surface area here. So we know that the surface area of this box is equal to 300 centimeters squared. Now because it's a closed box, we're going to have to count all 6 sides. So I'm going to do my first side here, which is going to be the front and back. So the front and back, it's going to be 2 of, just put it like this so you guys can actually see, 2 times that, because we've got the front and the back. Then I'm going to be doing this rectangle here. So you've got 2 of that, which means it's plus 2 times the green rectangle. Plus we have 2 times the top rectangle, which I'm gonna color it with how can I be running out of colors? Let's go yellow. All right, so that's 2 at the top there. And now all of that surface area is equal to 300. So first let's look at the red rectangle there. The red rectangle is got a base of 2x and h. The green one has x and h, and the yellow one has 2x and x. So if we're going to write this up, we're going to get 2 multiplied by 2x multiplied by h plus 2 times x times h plus 2 times 2x times x, and that's equal to 300. So just to recap, the 2x times x is the area of the yellow rectangle, and we've got top and bottom to worry about. Then we've got left and right, which is going to be xh. Then we've got front and back, which is the 2x times h. And of course, we've got to put it twice. Remember that. So kind of simplifying this equation. So what we've got is 4xh plus 2xh plus 4x squared equals 300. I hope that's okay there, but I'm just going to double check that again. So we've got 4x, 2 times that, yep, 4xh, 2xh, and 4x. That's good. So we can rewrite this as 6xh plus 4x squared equals to 300. So simplifying this, what we're going to get is, well, not simplifying, rearranging it. So we want to rearrange so that h is by itself. So we're going to get 6xh equals 300, take away 4x squared. And then we've got h is equal to 300 minus 4x squared, and that's divided by 6x. Okay, so because we did that, what we can now do is we can get rid of this h and replace it with this entire equation here. So we're going to go back to our original equation and we're going to rewrite this as 2x squared multiplied by h, which is 300 minus 4x squared over 6x. So a couple of things first. I want to get rid of the x squared and x, so I can do that by just going, that's going to become 1x and the x disappears. And as for the 2 and 6, I can replace it with 1 and 3. Now if you're not comfortable doing that, just expand the numerator and then get rid of the x as well. So multiple ways of doing this. So then what we have got here is that the volume is equal to x multiplied by 300 minus 4x squared over 3. So expanding the brackets, we've got 300x minus 4x cubed over 3. Separating that into a fraction, we're going to get 300x over 3 minus 4x cubed over 3. Now here comes our volume. Finally, we've got our volume equation. So now we can differentiate this, and when we differentiate it, 300 over 3, well, that, like before, I guess I should just simplify it. I'm going to rewrite this as 100x minus 4/3 x cubed. So now differentiating it, I'm going to get 100 minus 4 times 3x cubed, so the both 3's cancel out, and I'm left over with just 4x cubed. Sorry, squared. That should be squared. So v dash is equal to 100 minus 4x squared. And of course, remember that the maximum happens when it's when the differentiation function is equal to 0. So then we're going to put something like this: v dash is equal to 0 for max or min, and then 0 is equal to 100 minus 4x squared. And we can factorize this now. So we're going to get 25 minus x squared times 4. And of course, x squared minus 25 factorizes as 5 minus x, 5 plus x. And from here, we can say, therefore, x is equal to -5 or +5. But just remember, x was actually one of the lengths of the side, so x can't be negative. We're just going to write a little statement. X can't be negative, therefore x is equal to 5. Now, if we go back to our original question, our question actually said, what was the maximum volume? All right, so if I go back right to the top, it says find the dimensions of the box if it's of the maximum volume. Okay, so we're only asked to find the dimensions, so it's not actually asking us to find the volume. So if we look at the dimensions of the box, we have 2x, x, and h. Now, because we found that x is equal to 5, so that's going to be 5, that's going to be 10, and then h is equal to that ugly pink looking formula up there. So we got to try and work it out. So we got 300 minus 4x squared over 6x, and because x is equal to 5, so we got 300 times 5. Sorry, I just realized I made a mistake there. Gonna go back. So h is equal to not 300 times 5, but 300 minus 4 times 5 squared, and that's divided by 6 times 5. So then h is equal to, let's go and work this out. So we've got 300, take away 4 times 25, divided by 30, gives us a height of 6.667. And that's going to be in centimeters. So then we can just say that dimensions is 6.67 multiplied by 5, which is one of the lengths, multiplied by 10 centimeters. All right, that's basically it for this, guys. And if you're asked to find the volume, just multiply those 3 numbers to get a volume for your final answer, if it did ask for the volume. Cool. That's basically it for this video, guys. As always, don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to keep up with the latest content, and also check out the playlists that are popping up sometime soon up here somewhere. Thank you for watching, and good luck for your exams.